Okay. On the ECA, there are 5 core concepts that we have to cover that you have to know what they are. Okay? This is one of them. Okay? This is huge on the ECA. Alright? So, like, of all the things that we've done so far, a lot of them are just kind of building into what we're going to do on the ECA. This is it. You will see this question on the ECA multiple times. Okay? Remember, before what we'd have y equals 1/3 x minus 2. We'd have an equation of a line in slope-intercept form, and I would say to graph it. This time what we have a line that's already graphed, and I need to write the equation for it. So, here's how we're going to start. We're going to start y equals mx plus b, alright? And I'm going to write that down. Y equals mx plus b. Every time you are asked to write an equation, this is where you should start. When should you start here? Every time. Every time you are asked to write an equation, this is where you should start. Y equals mx plus b, where m is your, Alyssa? M is your slope, and b is your Carlos. Remember? Close. Other one. Y-intercept. B is your y-intercept. M is your slope. B is your y-intercept. Now, let's look at this. On these drawings, this is going to be pretty easy. First of all, I need a number here for my slope. If I look at this picture, it tells me m equals 3. So up here, all I have to do, I have to erase my m and write a 3. Now, B is your y-intercept. Looking at this picture, what's my y-intercept? Looking at that graph. Coley?
1, 2.
Remember what the y-intercept is? It's where it crosses the y-axis. Alright? It's where it crosses the y-axis. Where does this line cross this y-axis? My y-intercept is -1. My y-intercept right here is -1, so I'm going to erase b, and I'm going to write -1. Last step, instead of plus -1, it's just going to be -1. Y equals 3x minus 1. That's this line. I want to write the equation for this line. Alright, so very first thing I am going to do. Y equals mx plus b.
This is Darin. Yes, sure will. Yep.
Okay? So, very first thing we're going to do, we need to write the equation of this line. Okay? Now, my m is -2. So, I'm going to come over here, erase my m, and write -2. What's my y-intercept over here? Caleb, what's my y-intercept? Yeah, very good. My y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. And again, that is -2. So erase your b and write -2. Finally, I'm going to erase this plus since I've already got the -2 there. Y equals -2x minus 2. I would like everybody to write the equation of number 3. Remember, anytime you write the equation of a line, always start with y equals mx plus b. Okay. Now, first of all, before we go, let me tell you, as we're writing these equations, there's kind of 4 levels, all right? First level is going to be easy. Second level is going to be medium. Third level is going to be hard. And the fourth level is going to be pretty confusing. All right? These are the easy ones. All right? These are the easy ones. After this one, we're going to switch and do a medium one. Okay? So, make sure you're paying attention now because they're going to get much, much harder. Okay? Over here, anytime you write the equation of the line, y equals mx plus b. And what is my m, Danielle? What's my m? What does it say right here? M equals -1. My m is equal to -1. My slope is -1. And if you forget, you could look up here too. Down 1, over 1. Down 1, over 1. Down 1, over 1. What is my y-intercept, Tiffany? -4. So out here, erase b and write -4. Y equals -1x minus 4. Now, let's get into something more abstract. I am given a slope. I am given a point. And I need to figure out what the equation is. So, anytime I write the equation of a line, I'm going to start y equals mx plus b. Now, let's sub in what we know. First of all, your slope is your m. So I'm going to sub -3 in for m. Next, I've used this. What other information do we know? Look up here. See if you can figure out what I should do with those numbers. Caleb, you think you know? That's a good guess, but I don't want to subtract them. I don't want to make it into a fraction either. Kinda. Let's look at this. What do we know about these two? If I were to name them, what is this value? This is my what value? My x. I heard somebody say, this is my x value, and this is my y value, right? Now, we know that. So I know that this is my x value, this is my y. So watch what I can do. I'm going to substitute -5 in for x. And I'm going to substitute 4 in for y. And now I can solve for b. Okay? Now, I'll tell you, you're not going to get this the first time I show this to you, you're going to be like, what? Second time I show you, you're going to be, what? Third time I show you, you're going to be, huh? All right? But after about the 10th time I show you, and I will show you that many, you're going to start getting it, okay? So, -3 times -5, this is going to be a positive 15. Now, how do I solve this for b? Subtract the 15 over, and I have -11 is equal to b. Let's go back to that original equation. Y equals mx plus b. I know that my m is -3. I know that my b is -11. So this is my equation. Y equals -3x minus 11. Number 5, again, start. Y equals mx plus b. Sub in your slope first. My slope is 1/2. This is my x. My x is 4. My y is 3. Now let's simplify and solve. Haley, what's 1/2 times 4? What's half of 4? What's 1/2 of 4? 2. Very good. So this is going to be 2. And Mariah, what's the opposite of positive 2? Negative 2. Very good. So I'm going to subtract 2 from both sides. And I get 1 is equal to b. Let's go back to our original equation. Y equals mx plus b. My slope, my m is 1/2. And my b is 1. Y equals 1/2 x plus 1. I'd like everybody to do number 7 with me, except I'm going to make this slope 2. Alright? So, everybody on your whiteboards, start by writing y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b. Now, your slope is 2. So erase your m and write 2. Next, your x is 3. So erase your x and write 3. Your y is 7. So erase your y and write 7. Okay? Santiago, what's 2 times 3? 6. So 2 times 3 is 6. Oh, Darin, what's the opposite of positive 6? Negative 6. So I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. What do I get? 7 minus 6 is what? Will, what is 7 minus 6? 1. So now, y equals mx plus b. Remember, your m, your slope, was 2. And your b was 1. So you have y equals 2x plus 1. Let's do this one right here, number 6, except I want it to have a slope of 4. Okay, slope of 4. Y equals mx plus b. Everybody should have that down. Y equals mx plus b. Next, erase your m and write a 4. Erase your x and write a 1. Erase your y and write a -5. Okay, so far what we've done, we've just subbed in all of the information that we know. Okay, now let's find what we don't know. Jocelyn, what's 4 times 1? 4. 4. And what's the opposite of positive 4? -4. Subtract 4 from both sides. B equals what, Jocelyn?
9.
-9. So now I have y equals mx plus b. And my slope, my m, was 4. And my b was -9. Y equals 4x minus 9. Okay? Go ahead and put your whiteboards and markers away.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome. want you to work in partners. Please notice, there are two sides. You only need to do side 33. Side 34 will do tomorrow.